Hi, I'm Nicole Lee. I'm the CEO of 360 Edge. We're a for-purpose consultancy working in the alcohol and drug and mental health sectors with providers and their funders to help them keep up to date with delivering best practice. I also am interim CEO of Hello Sunday Morning, and our mission is to change the world's relationship with alcohol, whether that's quitting, cutting back, or just using in less harmful ways. We run a peer support space called Daybreak and provide a range of tools to help people reach their alcohol harm reduction goals. Harm reduction isn't a new idea, and it isn't just about alcohol and drugs. We have seatbelts in cars to reduce harm in case someone crashes. We give nicotine to people who are trying to quit smoking because it's safer than getting nicotine from tobacco. And we have life jackets on boats to reduce the risk of dying if the boat capsizes. So whether you think people should be using alcohol or tobacco or other drugs or not, the fact is that they are, and they are no less deserving of healthcare and safety and acceptance than anyone else in the community. Sometimes I hear people say, oh, but they chose to take drugs, so they brought it on themselves. But to me, that's kind of like saying that the teenager in the emergency department who decided to see how fast they could go down that very steep hill on their bike, or the person who is overweight, or the one that's got lung cancer from smoking also don't deserve help or support. One night, a very long time ago, I came across a man who was semi-conscious, and a couple of police were walking past, so I called them over to get him some help. And one of them kind of just pushed him a bit with their boot and said, oh, don't worry, he's just drunk. And they walked off. And he was very drunk, but he also looked like he'd been beaten up, and he was lying on the road where a car might hit him. And I realized at that moment what the true meaning of harm reduction is for me. It's what happens when you take judgment and moralising out of the equation and just look after people. Judging and moralising, or taking a hardline approach to drugs, or indeed alcohol or tobacco or vaping, doesn't actually stop people from using. It just makes it more harmful. Most people who use alcohol or drugs just use it for fun. Most use it occasionally, and especially for illicit drugs, most use it for a short time in their lives. So if you think using drugs is a mistake or wrong, everybody in the community still deserves to be kept safe from harm. In the end, harm reduction to me is just being a decent human.